We're at Birkelbach Stadium on the campus of Georgetown High School for a District 8-5A Division I matchup between the 4-1 Georgetown Eagles, 2-0 in district play. Rouse Raiders are 2-3, 0-2 in district play. Roger Wallace alongside Keith Moreland. Keith, one thing we have a pretty good pulse on is there are going to be some points scored. Both of these teams, even though Rouse looking for their first district win, these teams can score a lot of points on offense.
Yeah, they can, and they do it in different ways. I mean, obviously, you look at Georgetown with one of the best running backs around with a great name. And then on the other side, you see a team that has struggled to stop people, but has put points on the board on a regular basis. They can score from anywhere on the field at any time.
This was the coin flip brought to you by Favor. Favor brings the store to your door in minutes with HEB Now, and it tells you exactly what Chuck Griffin is thinking, Keith, the head coach of Georgetown, because they won the toss. Forget that defer thing. They want the football.
Yeah, they want the football and get it in Jet Walker's hands. He is a guy that can make the plays. They've been trying to limit his number of snaps, but as this season goes on, he's a guy that can carry the ball 20, 25 times a ball game. He is a dominant force.
Ike Riemenschneider will kick it deep for Rouse, and we will get to see that Georgetown offense. Back deep is Xavier Warren right in the middle there, but yeah, they're going to pop it up, and this is going to go into that kind of dead area. Picked up at the 19, and that is Walker with a full head of steam, but good coverage on the special teams by Rouse, and that'll give Georgetown the ball, but a nice play by Tyler Casella for the Raiders.
Yeah, this is a really nice kick, Roger. This is as well done as we've seen any pooch kick all year, and here's the starting lineup.
Yeah, and McDougal's a really good quarterback with a lot of weapons, 62%. Walker's the running back. He's committed to West Virginia. Xavier Warren, their outstanding receiver, just flipped his commitment to Texas State from UCLA, and Caden Shearer on that offensive line is committed to Stanford. We'll get to that Rouse defense coming up. So here come the Eagles on first down. And McDougal will give it to Walker, and no cutback there as we take a look at this Rouse defense. Starting lineups are brought to you by Favor. Favor brings the store to your door in minutes with HEB Now. Reed Henson is kind of the emotional leader on this defense. The senior linebacker leads the team in tackles, led them last year as well.
Yeah, those three guys up front, though, those three guys with their hands in the dirt are going to have a big ball game.
Short gain on first down for Walker. Now they go empty. They go to Warren out on the edge, and Warren fights his way up to a first down. Xavier Warren, big target, 6'1", 180, came in with 27 catches.
Yeah, and watch this explosion right here. He comes down. When he puts that foot in the ground, not only is he a big receiver, he's got an excellent first step with good speed, and he finishes that run and gets the first down. And boy, that was a nice, easy pitch and catch for the first down.
Mentioned Georgetown at 4-1. The only loss was in week 2 to Belton, and Walker did not play that night. 34-26 they lost in a non-district game. So first down for the Eagles. McDougal rolling. This time Warren lined up on the opposite side, breaks a tackle, and gets it out beyond the 35-yard line.
You just don't want this guy one-on-one. He has got great moves. Watch this to the outside. As a defender, break down, you're right there, you're breaking down, you're ready to make the tackle for maybe a loss that turns into a 6-yard gain. Make it so tough because they spread you out. You hardly ever see a tight end in this offense.
Well, and they've got a stable of running backs. Mentioned Walker, but Zach Guyton is in there right now, and they go play action, and that is Braden Bratton, a sophomore, and boy, they really like the youngster there with his 8th catch of the season and moves the sticks again.
Now you can see young man good blocking out front. Warren gets a nice block out front, clears him to get to the first down, and so back-to-back first downs on 5 plays to start the ball game.
It's a Rouse team, as we mentioned. They won their first 2 ball games of the season over Conley, and an impressive overtime win over Liberty Hill. Lost to Lake Belton and Cedar Park in their 2 district ball games, both high-scoring games. Play action, they go over the middle, and Warren can't hang on, and that will bring up third down.
Just a little bit behind him there. It it was a play that Warren, I can tell you, will look at you and say, I got to make this catch. But the ball was just a little bit behind him. If that ball's out in front, Warren's got a chance to slip one tackle and take it to the house.
Yeah, it's at third. It's 2nd down and 10 for Georgetown. In the slot is Braylon Westfall. They like him as well, to the left of McDougal. 2nd down. McDougal going up top. Great layout catch by Warren just to pick up a few yards. I mean, he was elevated right on the sideline there to get it to midfield.
Well, this is just a great individual effort to make a catch. Ball sort of slipped out of his hands. He didn't have a real good grip on it, didn't have a good spiral on it. But Warren able to go up, use those gloves, and secure it. And first real 3rd down of the ball game for the Raiders here on defense.
Yeah, Rouse trying to at least force a decision. Get it to 4th down. They go with a different set. They go with the screen, and that's Westfall. He gets the corner, and he's got a 1st down. A lot of different sets on that offense. You can tell with a veteran quarterback, they can do a lot of different things. That was Braylon Westfall with the catch and run.
A really well-designed play. This is basically a stint of the running game. They just move the blockers, the 2 backs in the backfield. Easy pitch to the outside, and you got blockers in front. It's like a screen pass. Moves the chains again. 8th play of the drive coming.
Saw zero Adrian Agbasoga trying to make the play, but Georgetown had blockers out in front. So here's 1st down, and that's going to be 5 yards. A move in the slot there. So the first penalty of the ball game. That'll make it 1st and 15. Georgetown under the direction of Chuck Griffin in his 7th season as the head coach. Last year they went 10-2, a couple of rounds in the playoffs. Also won 10 games in 2022, and certainly well on their way to what they hope is another postseason run. So 1st and 15 now for the Eagles. McDougal rolling, looking, wants to air it out. Got a man deep, and that ball is caught. That is Bratton. He just laid it up there, and Braden Bratton ran under it. 1st down inside the Rouse 10-yard line.
Well, it didn't come out of his hands perfectly, but just got behind the secondary, inside slot receiver, and just nobody picks him up. He comes back to the football down at the 8-yard line. And what an outstanding opening drive. Won the toss, decided to take the football, and we are over 3 minutes into this ball game with an opportunity for the Eagles to get into the end zone.
Yeah, might see 28 now again as they are inside the 10-yard line. They bring in the tight end, and there is Walker running to the left, cuts it back, stays on his feet. Walker to the pylon, touchdown, Jet Walker. They had one shot, couldn't get him down at 6'2", 215. He's got his 5th rushing touchdown of the season.
Well, just great vision. Watch him lead to the outside, uses his blockers so well, cuts back to the inside, and then right here, good stiff arm, and races to the pylon. It culminates a 9-play, 81-yard drive. It took 3 minutes and 22 seconds off of the clock.
Yeah, and most of it through the air there. They set up that swinging gate look. We'll see McDougal looking to the sideline if they want to go ahead and go for 2. Looks like they will. And McDougal with that blitz coming, and he's got a man, Guyton, but he could not find him because Rouse got pressure on McDougal. Timeout on the field. 6-0, Georgetown leads it.
For over 30 years, Thomas J. Henry has been in the fight for those who have been injured in Texas. With over $1 billion delivered to our clients in the last 4 years and more than 13,000 5-star reviews, our dedication to life-changing results is clear. But don't just take our word for it. Hear from those who've experienced the difference. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
Hi, I'm Jenny Covert at Covert Chevrolet in Bastrop, where down-home roots and neighborly service still mean something. At Covert Chevrolet, we're proud to stand by our commitment to you with exceptional service and honest deals and treating every customer like family. For over 116 years, the Covert family has proudly served Central Texas. And here in Bastrop, we're more than a dealership. We're your neighbors. Covert Chevrolet, Highway 71 in Bastrop, or online at covertbastrop.com. Together, let's drive.
KXAN Game Day Weather Forecast brought to you by A-Plus FCU. Join Austin's best credit union and live your A-Plus life. Well, outstanding opening drive, Keith, as Georgetown grabs that 6-0 lead.
Yeah, let's say 81 yards on that drive. And now, can the Raiders answer right here?
And that kick is fielded, and there's room right up the middle. And that to the 50, and on his feet is Metis. Peter Metis takes it into Georgetown territory. The senior receiver just went right down Broadway.
Yeah, right down the middle. Good blocking at the point of attack. Breaks the tackle here. Gets away from the kicker at that pursuit from the backside. But that's a good 58-yard return right there to get it out to the 41-yard line. Great starting field position.
Yeah, Rouse led by London Morgan, their senior veteran quarterback. He's played a lot of football for him, and he is committed to the Naval Academy. There you see that Rouse offense. Reyes, their running back. They've got a number of receivers they like, and we go first down, and Morgan going to the outside. He's got his man, and good gain on first down. That's Gavin Gaston, the senior receiver. They also get their right guard back, Daniel Rybarski, back as he was out last week. Here's a look at that Georgetown defense, and well, Tennyson Dean on that defensive line, one of the leaders there, and Cole Mitchell, a 3-year starter as a linebacker. Here's a screen pass, and that's going to be a first down as Alfredo Lopez, who comes in with 26 catches, over 500 yards.
Now you just look at Morgan. He is such a cool customer. He will get in the shotgun. He'll sneak up and take that snap under center. He's the guy that drives this offense. Very accurate passer with a strong arm.
Yeah, and keep an eye on Auburn Davis, their junior receiver. He's a former running back, and that's him, and he gets that inside handoff, turns it up. Davis to the 10, inside the 5, down to the 1-yard line. And what an answer from this Rouse team, quickly down in scoring position.
Well, they just have explosive play after explosive play. Great blocking at the point of attack and a cross buck. And you just talked about him being a receiver, but they got to get the ball in his hands any way they can.
Now they go I formation, and they give it to the up back and go with a little push from behind, and that is a touchdown for Rouse. So just like that, the Raiders answer, and Rouse an extra point away from the lead as Anthony Reyes punches it in for his 7th rushing touchdown of the season.
Well, I like that. You line up in the I, give it to the up back, and the linebacker should key in on the tailback. He goes to the left, just enough push to get it in there.
Extra point is good, and so Rouse takes the lead on the kick from Zaka. We're back after this.
It only takes a second for a routine drive to turn into a life-changing collision. Whether it's a car, motorcycle, or distracted driver behind the wheel, the impact can be devastating. At Thomas J. Henry, we know what that moment feels like, and we know how to fight for the justice and compensation you deserve. From the first call to the final verdict, our team is by your side every step of the way. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
If you're thinking about a compact tractor and you want the best, you can afford a Kubota.
Check out the new Kubota L2502 package deal. A front loader, a rear mower, a box blade, and a trailer, all for one low price.
New Kubota is your Kubota dealer.
Back at Birkelbach Field, our trading punches. Rouse now leading it 7-6 on the scoreboard. Great answer, and it started with the special teams.
It did, with an outstanding return on the kickoff, and then 4 plays later, 2 passes, 2 runs, go 41 yards after the big kickoff return in 1:27 seconds. 7-6, Rouse lead here, as we're not quite half a quarter into the game, and both teams have put it in the end zone.
Another pop-up kick, and that one is misplayed. It was a call for a fair catch, but the catch wasn't made. They still blew the whistle, and Georgetown will take over. That was Malachi Miller. He signaled for the fair catch. You still have to catch the ball. That's a live ball.
The whistle, boy, it went out in a hurry, didn't it?
It did, yeah. Well,
Yeah, which defense now? Which defense can
We told you they put up some points.
Oh, yeah, we did. It's going to be fun. Both these offenses are really good, and they are all, by their trigger men, both these guys that can really move their offenses.
So here comes Georgetown trailing. They went for two and didn't get it. They fake it to Walker and the pass to Warren and picks up good first down yardage. You see the first tackler on the scene. Agabasoga just couldn't quite get him to the ground.
Well, he's just a big, strong receiver. Set his feet, made a nice spin move. Ball got to him in a hurry, hit him right in the numbers.
Picked up about 6. Now they shift that heavy to the left on this offense. They give it to Walker, stumbled a bit, then he got going and he rumbles into Rouse territory.
He's got a gear. This handoff, he almost went to the ground. He caught himself, and boy, then he hit that accelerator. And that's exactly at the end of this run. It's exactly what Jet Walker does. He punishes you. He is a big, strong runner, and he finishes each run.
Ran for 253 yards and 4 touchdowns in this ball game last year that Georgetown won 42-14. Just like that, Georgetown in territory scoring, and that ball is caught. What an outstanding catch. Dropped at the goal line, but they're going to say down on the play. Copeland Madre, a fingertip catch for Georgetown.
Wow, this is a perfectly thrown ball, and then he finishes it with the catch. Can't be thrown any better. His guy goes out, has it. The ground makes the ball get out, but it does count as a catch, and it'll be 1st and goal at the 1.
Madre, the senior, came in averaging 17 yards per catch. That average is going to go up after that strike down to the 1 yard line, and there's Jet Walker. I don't know if there's any mystery about what's going to happen here. Walker has it, and Walker powers to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgetown, and just like that, 3 possessions and 3 quick scores in this ball game.
It's just great power running right here. Contact at the 1 and just uses his strength into the end zone. Now I would think you'll see them in a normal formation going for 2. Well, it's not a normal formation, but they are going for 2.
Yeah, they got Guyton in the backfield. They got McDougal over to the left, and it's Walker set to take the snap. So Walker just straight ahead running and holds it over the goal line. Heads up play. He extended the ball over the goal line. 2-point conversion, and it's 14-7 Georgetown.
Well, I tell you what, interesting play. It looked like he stopped right here, Roger, but he just keeps those legs churning and moves forward and reaches out and crosses the end line to get the touchdown. 1:39 seconds on the last drive. And all of a sudden, just like this, it's a 14-7 game.
Time for our Covert Ford Austin fan cam here, Georgetown. Beautiful evening here, Williamson County, as the Eagles strike again and again, primarily through the air. McDougal now well over 1,000 yards on the season. He came in with 949 yards, 14 touchdowns, and just 2 interceptions.
Well, it's in the top 3 or 4 passes we've seen this season by a quarterback. That was a absolutely perfectly thrown bucket ball for the big gain that got him down at the 1 yard line.
Yeah, we've already seen 4 different receivers for Georgetown. See what they do here with Metis in that big return last time. There's the pop-up kick taken at the 25. That's a fair catch for Rouse. Logan Jolly, one of their tight ends, so this time they'll start it right at the 25-yard line. See what London Morgan and this Rouse offense can do.
Boy, he was a cool customer in his first time out there. Hit everybody. I love how he's so calm. He comes to the line of scrimmage, and he's good under center. He's good in the shotgun. Did a really nice job of a lot of misdirection on that first drive and took it right down the field. See what they try to do right here.
Two in the backfield. And then tandem receivers to the right of Morgan. They fake the give. Metis can't handle that screen pass. That had a little juice on it, and that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I think when you look at the scenario right there, Morgan saw the blitz coming from the outside, and watch him right here. It said, I got to get this out of my hands. And when he did, he put a little bit too much on it. Threw it like it was a 30-yard throw, and he only went 10 yards.
So important with this Georgetown offense to answer.
Yeah.
If you're Rouse, especially down deep in your own territory. Morgan, the throwback, and that one misfired. And if it was not for their offensive lineman there, Ernesto Ramirez might have been picked off.
Yeah, there was an awful lot of linemen downfield here. Roger didn't get called, but look, there's a lineman 3, 4, 5 yards downfield and just missed it. That was a bubble screen to the backside and just missed the receiver. And now could get a blitz right here on 3rd and long.
Yeah, Jihad Abdenor was the defender on that for Georgetown, but it hit Ramirez. Here comes the blitz, and stepping up is Morgan. Morgan trying to get to the sticks, and he's going to be about 2 yards short. Boy, that's a tough decision for Josh Mann. He's going to bring out, looks like the punt team, but boy, I don't know. It's tough not to answer, and now you're going to give it right back to Georgetown.
Yeah, did a nice job of almost seeing that blitz, stepping up in the pocket, just could not escape that last tackler. He's going to come up a couple of yards short, and they're going to punt the football away.
Back deep for Georgetown is Cade Erickson. Riemann Schneider with the punt. It's a good one, and Erickson will let it take a big bounce, and now it turns over and takes a nice Rouse bounce inside the 25. So Riemann Schneider does a nice job of flipping the field back, but now just like that Georgetown offense back on the field.
Well, you got to win first down to win third down, and everybody's heard it, but it's every week, Roger, when we talk to coaches, you hear we just got to be better defensively on first down. That'll help us with getting off the field on third down. So let's see if Rouse can find a way to get a negative play or at least make it 2nd and 10 once, put some pressure on this offense because they've done everything they've wanted at this point.
Little fake and a roll out and a dump down to Walker, and Walker gets ahead of steam going, and that's an easy 14, 15, 16 yards.
Do you want to be that defensive back to come up and try to tackle Jet Warren right here? I mean, because he's going to finish. That is not an easy play.
And just like that, Rouse with a nice play on first down that time for no gain. And that was Agabasoga and Ethan Wallace, their senior linebacker.
Well, now that they won first down. See if that helps them and maybe has the opportunity to get a stop. And Walker comes off the field here on 2nd and long.
Yeah, they bring in Stewart, Weston Stewart. He's having a nice year as well. In fact, they go with the full house backfield look. Stewart and Guyton, and they give it to Zach Guyton. Guyton tries to cut it, gets a little bit, and actually finds his way all the way up to the 45-yard line.
There's a timeout here.
There's a flag over there on the opposite side. Chris Esparza, holding penalty. Called from the side from the linesman, so.
Yeah, it was away from the football. The ball was coming to the short side of the field, and the flag came from the far side of the field. Now, really, a negative play here.
Yeah, you take the penalty, but you do give them 2 more downs to get 20 yards. It's kind of pick your poison if you're Josh Mann, the Rouse coach, but he's going to go ahead and make them get the 20. McDougal up top, and they pretty much get the penalty yardage back on that completion to Madre, so kind of right back where they were. It's going to be third, maybe called 11. So a chance here for Rouse if they can come up with a big play.
3rd and 11.
Well, McDougal's very good with the football there. You saw him getting outside the pocket, rolling to his non-throwing side, rolling to his left, squared his shoulders, deliver the football. Find out where number 7 is, because the football's got a great chance going that direction right now.
He's in the slot now. They're going to also, you got Walker out to the right as well. But McDougal looking left. He's got his receiver Westfall, breaks a tackle, cuts it up. He's going to be a little bit short, but he probably got enough that Chuck Griffin's going to go ahead and go for it on 4th. If they get him down right where he was, it's going to be 4th and about 3, but now it's 4th and 1.
Well, a nice little zip route where he went to the outside and then zipped it right back up the middle. And yes, they are going for it here on 4th down.
Well, they drop McDougal back to punt. We'll see, though, because Walker's the up man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm buying this if I'm Rouse. They don't have any way back.
I'm not buying it. I'm playing defense.
Long look over to the side. Georgetown might use a timeout here as that play clock is down. Yeah, they're going to take a timeout, but yeah, I wouldn't trust that punt formation. We take a step aside. Short message from Thomas J. Henry.
For over 30 years, Thomas J. Henry has been in the fight for those who have been injured in Texas. With over $1 billion delivered to our clients in the last 4 years and more than 13,000 5-star reviews, our dedication to life-changing results is clear. But don't just take our word for it. Hear from those who've experienced the difference. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
So, still discussing it. Georgetown head coach Chuck Griffin. Mentioned Josh Mann, the head coach for Rouse, 16th year as the head coach at Rouse. Last year they got into the playoffs, lost to Highland Park in the first round. They've made the postseason 5 straight years, and they get their work cut out for them with the 0-2 start. So now it appears they will just line up like they're going to go for it.
Yeah, that's base offense in the game right here. At least that's what they're showing.
Well, yeah. They put Warren. They go direct snap to Walker. He's got the first down and more. Walker inside the 45-yard line. Just tough to ask a defense to keep him from picking up a yard.
Yeah, and it's a quarterback isolation. You can see you put the guy in motion, you run a lead blocker in front of him, and then Walker just finishes the run into Raider territory. First down.
So they overcome the holding penalty and back on the move. They've scored on both of their possessions and then got the 3 and out. Here's Walker again. Push, but then he turns it up, and then he delivers a blow. Boy, Jet Walker was more like a steamroller than a jet right there.
Well, you can just see him. He just does a great job, as good as any high school runner you see finishing runs. He's big and he's strong, but he also understands it. And when he gets contact, it's when he is at his best.
Safety Tyler Simpson stepping in there, but Walker with that full head of steam.
There's no defensive backs that want to take that on.
McDougal changing the play and changes it to giving it to Walker. That's always a pretty good change, and he's down inside right to the 30-yard line as we approach 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter.
Good blocking up front this time. Walker with a good run, but a nice hold to get to. That offensive line doing their job. It's just that was zone blocking. They're just going to take the guy in front of him and put a helmet on a helmet, get a good push, and Walker does the rest. Wouldn't be surprised if them try to get vertical right here and try to get a big play here on first down. Defense reeling a little bit.
Yeah, Warren in the slot to the left. Bratton to the right. We've seen him on the deep ball. Now they put Warren in motion. Little confusion here, and now they're going to have to use their second timeout.
Well, quite frankly, there should have been illegal motion. Two guys were moving after being set. Wasn't called, but they do get the timeout.
So Georgetown with a first down. They still have one timeout remaining here.
It's an interesting district, is it not? I mean, you just look at what's going on throughout this district. It sort of stretches all through Central Texas, makes its way all the way over to College Station, Bryan area, and it's just an interesting who comes out of this district. It's always so much fun to watch these teams because there's always 2 or 3 teams that are statewide ranked in this district.
Yeah, we mentioned Rouse with the tough start, but Lake Belton, they lost 49-38, Cedar Park 48-35, and then tonight Georgetown. Now things change a little bit, and we'll see them again on Thursday night at Gupton Stadium over on KBVL. They'll take on Colleen Chaparral, then they get Leander before coming right back here to take on Eastview, and they close with Glenn. Eastview's having a nice year as well. So after the timeout, as that play clock was winding down, the Eagles are ready to go. Walker in the backfield with McDougal. Westfall the motion man. And McDougal going right over the middle. That one out of the reach of Bratton, and that'll bring up second down.
Might have been just a hair early and got away with it. Is there contact before this football gets there? We'll get a chance to look at it right there. That was close. As an ex-defensive back, no, he wasn't there too quick.
Defenders have so much going against him anyway.
That's exactly right. He wasn't there too quick.
So second down for.
But you could tell that it was time for them to go vertical, and they tried it right there. I think they go back to the running game here.
Walker has it, and he's knocked down. And boy, nice job by that Rouse defense that time. And it was started with Reed Henson, the senior. He's an all-state wrestler, and you got to be a tough dude to meet Walker right there in the hole.
Another big third down on this drive. Made a huge conversion to they've converted on fourth down, but they got 8 or 9 yards on third down to make it a manageable fourth down. Big play here. 10th play of the drive.
This time Walker in the pistol with the H-back. They fake it to him, play action. Got a man, easy pitch and catch. Torosian with the first down. That is, they list him as kind of a tight end, but he's more of a receiver. Regan Torosian, 6'2" senior.
Timeout right here before the end of the quarter by Rouse. They used their first of the half after giving up the big play. This is a really nice play action play here, Roger. Fake it to Walker going to the right. The defense collapses that way. Nice job of coming back on the bootleg and pitch and catch for the first down.
Yeah, also in this district tonight, Leander leading Colleen Chaparral 14-0, playing that one at Bible Stadium. Vandergriff in a 6A matchup coming up that loss that you had here on KXAN Plus last week to McNeil. They're up on Cedar Ridge 14-0. McNeil trying to back it up, and they lead Vista Ridge 14-0 in the first quarter.
That's an explosive McNeil team with a huge victory last week.
Round Rock and Hutto. Round Rock up 13-7. Hutto's 3-0 in 25 6A, but the tougher part of their schedule is starting tonight.
Yeah, and the Dragons starting to play their best football of the year now.
So first down after the completion. Walker has it, bounces off tacklers inside the 10. Another 6-7 yards for Jet Walker. Averages about 8 yards per carry.
Boy, it looked like there was a face mask here. I'm not sure if there was or no. Yeah, it sure was. Got a piece of it. Didn't get the call, and that's going to take us to the quarter.
So first quarter about to be in the books here at Birkelbach Field in Georgetown as the Eagles lead this one 14-7. You're watching high school football on KXAN Plus and NFHS.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Covert. At Covert Lincoln, we believe modern American luxury should extend beyond the showroom, right to your driveway. Our white glove service means effortless maintenance with complimentary pickup and delivery. And our state-of-the-art mobile service van comes to you wherever you are. From routine maintenance to minor repairs, we bring expert Lincoln care right to your doorstep. Because at Covert Lincoln, service isn't just convenient, it's seamless. Schedule today and experience the luxury of time well saved. CovertLincoln.com.
Shift into a more affordable auto loan by refinancing with A+ FCU, Austin's best credit union. With our A+ Beat Your Rate offer, save 1% APR or more off your current auto loan rate and get on the road to living your A+ life with lower monthly payments, less interest, and a faster loan payoff. Apply today at aplusfcu.org/beatyourrate.
Roger Wallace and Keith Moreland with you here at Birkelbach Field. Georgetown and Rouse and the Eagles on the march again. They have got a very diverse offense. I don't know the total number of plays, but they ran a bunch of plays in that first quarter.
Well, they scored on 9 plays. They scored on 4 plays. And, Roger, by the way, this is the 12th play of this drive coming right now.
That's 25 by my math.
That's exactly right.
That's a lot to defend if you're that Rouse defense, especially with number 28 coming at you with a head of steam. So second down, they can get a first down at about the 4-yard line for this Georgetown team. McDougal looking for the fade up top, got Warren, takes a hit, holds on. Impressive catch by Xavier Warren. He got lit up in the end zone, but held on for the score.
I tell you what, he did get lit up. This is what great concentration by Warren, and what great hands to hold on to this football. As he's led right back in the middle, you know you're going to get hit. He's airborne. I mean, he takes a lick. It's a clean lick, too.
Yep, that was
nothing wrong with that. It's just turned into a touchdown.
Agabasoga put a big hit on him, and Warren, give him credit, he hung on. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and our first PAT the conventional way coming. And that kick is up and good by Samuel Galaviz. And Georgetown, you just felt like Rouse needed to stay within that 1-score deficit, and they couldn't get the drive.
Couldn't match. But defensively, again, they overcame 2 third downs on that drive, and anytime that you have a drive that goes 75 yards in 12 plays, took 4:34 off the clock, defensively you had some chances to get stops. You just could not make a play. Now, for sure, this is a must-answer drive here for the Raiders. They've got to find a way to get this back to a 1-possession game.
Xavier Warren with his 6th touchdown catch of the season. We mentioned that he flipped his commitment, and boy, how times have changed in college football, Keith, when a commit to UCLA, and yes, we know they had the coaching change mid-season, but from UCLA to G.J. Kinney and Texas State, that says a lot about what's going on down in San Marcos.
Absolutely, and an offensive that is fun to watch.
So now the pressure turns on this Rouse offense. Remember, they got the big kick return, and now a second consecutive fair catch, this time at the 30. And the Raiders will set up shop for London Morgan. Again, Morgan, the senior, headed to the Naval Academy, threw for nearly 2,700 yards last year, and he came into this ball game at about 1,650, so ahead of that pace.
Yeah, he's got an excellent arm. He's got good footwork. He can really deliver the football. He's got good touch to it. I mean, he's a guy that can make things happen. First down is so important always, as we talk about, but especially for Rouse. They don't want to get in 3rd and long where Georgetown knows they're going to throw the football.
Reyes in the backfield. He scored their touchdown, and they give it to Reyes, but Not much there on first down, and second down and long now for
penetration that time took away. It was a trap. They were trying to run a little quick trap, and penetration got ahead of the trapper. Couldn't get the block. And now going to probably have to put this ball in the air.
That was Easton Smith on the tackle. He's in there at linebacker for Georgetown. Play action. Trouble coming though, and Morgan bumps into Reyes, but the pressure was coming from the backside, and that'll bring up third and long. That was Adrian Prevost, a senior defensive end at 6'6", 235.
Well, I tell you what, he just muscles his way in there, and that's just a power sack. You can see how excited he is. He just exploded in there. No chance to even have a chance to set up to deliver that football. Now third and long.
Tennyson Dean also in there. They call him the dog at that other defensive end position. They label that position the dog. Here's third and long. Morgan has some time, nothing there, and now he's going to unload it. Got a man deep, and that ball was incomplete, a little bit underthrown. There was a bump there, but no call on Metis, and that'll bring up fourth down.
He got behind, just couldn't get the football down the field on the run with all the pressure. Only rushing two and then spying the quarterback. He gets outside and just couldn't get enough on it. There's the bump you were talking about right there. And then that ball was almost caught, almost interception, and turned into an incomplete pass.
Yeah, Metis tried to adjust to the underthrown pass, and there was a little bit of contact, but now Raymond Schneider will be back to punt. And Erickson back deep. Raymond Schneider did a nice job last punt, turning it over, no return. This one high, but not deep at all. In fact, this one's going to hit just beyond the first down marker, back up a little bit, and Georgetown's going to set up shop in Rouse territory. Danger zone for the Raiders, already down 21-7.
Yeah, it just got underneath that punt, and then it didn't take any kind of bounce. It actually came back toward him. So starting for the second time in the series in the ball game now, and their opponents into the field, they took over one of the drives and put it in the end zone. This one they will take over at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Keith. A lot of times they'll take a shot here and see if they can get a knockout punch on a short field like that. So we'll see what Georgetown wants to do. They've got so many offensive weapons. Madry split out to the left, and then two receivers to the right. Walker in the backfield. Tarosian at the H-back, and they're going to go with the reverse to Westfall. He wants to throw it. Got a man wide open. That's Madry. He's got it to the 10, the 5, touchdown. Now they took a shot. They just did it with a little razzle-dazzle, and the Eagles strike again.
How about this pass? On the what you think is the reverse, everybody's coming up and on the move, under pressure, rolling to his left, squares his shoulder and gets the football delivered. This is a really nice play right here to the outside. He had two receivers. Roger, they're both open down the field, able to get the completion and into the end zone.
So the Eagles have opened this one up, flag on the play. How about the flip with the receiver Westfall to his left, right-handed thrower having to throw against his body and still
did a
making
nice
the play.
job of squaring his shoulders and getting the ball completed. An illegal procedure will back up the Eagles for 5 yards.
Extra point try will be from Samuel Galaviz, the senior. So it'll be a 25-yard extra point here. And that is good. So Georgetown up 28-7. Let's take another look at this play. The
nice little reverse. You think it's a reverse, and then how about him getting his shoulders squared and getting the completion and then finishing right here. Nice job of muscling down, gets through the push. You get the short field. You talked about him going down the field. Well, they do with a razzle-dazzle and the touchdown.
Madry's fourth touchdown catch of the season, and just like that, 28 points in less than 14 minutes of game time for this Georgetown offense that put up 56 last week, 58 the week before. We're well on their way again tonight.
The interesting thing is they've done it pretty much every way. A 9-play drive, touchdown. 4-play drive, touchdown. 12-play drive, touchdown. And then, oh, by the way, a 1-play touchdown drive.
Other scores, Eastview High School shares this field with Georgetown, trailing at Cedar Park today 14-7 in the second quarter. Stony Point leading Manor 14-7. Pop-up kick, and that one has to be fielded on the bounce. Jolly thought it might go out of bounds, and it took that hop, and then he had no choice. Actually, it was Riemenschneider. So here comes that Rouse offense again.
We're discussing where this football is going to be placed, and it is placed at the 27-yard line.
Ball is placed at the 27-yard line.
So it will be 1st and 10.
Takes over 1st and 10.
Rouse scored on the short field after the good kick return, and then back-to-back punts. Morgan goes under center. That's a screen pass to Metis, and he gets hit hard once he got to the 30. Nice defensive play right there in the open field by Johnny Decker, the junior safety.
Decker does a nice job. He's coming up, squaring his shoulders, making the tackle. He knew he had pursuit from the inside from Mitchell.
Back under center with Reyes about a yard behind the quarterback, and he fights his way up. That'll bring up 3rd and 1.
Big package comes into the game with 2 tight ends coming into the ball game here. What is it, 3rd and 1?
3rd and 1.
Tight end and an H-back in the game.
They give it to Reyes. He's got enough for the first down.
Well, the best defense sometimes when the team is scoring like the Eagles are is to grind it out and play defense on offense by getting some first downs and some points.
Followed his tight end Jolly into the hole and got the first down. So
Rouse picks up a first down.
Clock will tick inside at 9 minutes here in the second quarter on this snap. That one batted away. Metis slipped on the play, and
boy, fortunate that ball wasn't picked off.
Erickson.
Metis, as Roger told you, went to the ground, and that leaves the football and the defender, and fortunate it wasn't picked off.
May not have slipped, may just ran into Erickson and kind of got knocked down.
Well, there's nobody very deep. You could maybe get something in the middle of the field here.
They spread it sideline to sideline. Now Reyes back in the backfield. They fake the screen and then go with that bubble to Metis. Makes a nice catch and then just fights for a few yards. Had to really extend, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Roger, this might be the catch of the night. This was a fastball, the hands catch in a crowd. He just got to reach up. That is just a fantastic play to secure that football. Now we have a free safety back a little deep, and 3rd and final timeout of the half taken by Georgetown.
They brought Warren in to play defensive back. They'll do that from time to time. They're outstanding receiver, and Georgetown takes their last timeout of the half. Not sure if that's going to be much of an issue when they already have 28 points on the board, but obviously huge for Rouse right here to keep this drive alive and try to cut it to 28-14.
Yeah, when he came into the game, the defense just was not aligned, and there was going to be a free receiver, Roger, with nobody over him, nobody around. That's a good timeout as a coaching staff. You just can't allow a free receiver to be sitting out there with nobody on him, with a little miscommunication. So take the timeout. Now you can get lined up right and play this 3rd down. Is this 4-down territory? You're down 3 possessions right now. This, like you said, you just said it. For Rouse, they need points on this drive, and they need 6.
Yeah, unless they don't get anything on third down or lose yardage.
Now they're going Wildcat here.
Yeah, 1 safety. They've got that line of scrimmage loaded, and that's going to be enough for the first down. Auburn Davis. We saw him with a big run on that first touchdown drive.
Nice job to the outside and just a nice run out of the Wildcat. And move the chains. Davis in motion.
Little delay back to Reyes. He's got a lot of room. Reyes inside the 35-yard line. Well-designed play right there.
This brings all the momentum to the wide side of the field. Your tailback just stops, and he comes back the other way. Gets it put in his stomach and takes off. And good drive, stops the clock with the first down in Georgetown territory. And lining up all sides right now.
How about that alignment with everybody on the line of scrimmage? The pitch to Reyes, and he's down to about the 30-yard line, pickup of 3.
We have not seen a lot of laundry on the field, but it sure looked like from my position that Georgetown had lined up in the neutral zone.
Reyes has it, has a little seam, stays on his feet, and then slips under a tackle, and he's got enough for a first down. What a big drive right here.
No question. 10th play of the drive coming. 3 first downs on the drive. And Roger, they've done a lot of this on the ground in this drive.
Now Reyes came in averaging over 5 yards a carry. They stay with him. He's got room, and pretty good job in the open field right there to wrap up Reagan Bollinger, and that'll bring up second down. Still a gain of about 5.
Now Bollinger is between him and the goal line, so he had to wrap up. Did a nice job up around the shoulders. Held him up until the help could get there, but good first down yardage.
Yeah, we're seeing that Rouse offensive line get a push. Back to Reyes, and it's going to be close, but maybe a little short of the first down.
Yeah, they're going to mark him about 6 inches short here.
I don't think Rouse minds his clock ticking. Remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half, but still, we got half of the second quarter to go. So third down and short. Hand off to Davis. He's going to score easy. Davis with the touchdown. Auburn Davis with the touchdown, and Rouse with a nice drive there after falling behind by 3 scores.
Well, this is just great blocking up front. Watch Davis as he just pops to the outside. It turns on the Jets. There's nobody there. He almost looked surprised that there was nobody there. Into the end zone, extra point away from making this a 2-possession game.
That's his second rushing touchdown. He's also caught 7 touchdown passes.
This is blocked.
Yeah, extra point block, so it's going to be still 2 possession, but a 15-point ball game as Georgetown comes up with a big play on special teams. And
Extra point is no good.
looks like Prevost got it. Adrian Prevost, we saw him make a nice play on the defensive line. Let's take a look one more time here.
Yeah, just penetration right up the middle and had absolutely no chance. But 12 plays, 73 yards on the drive. Took 4:40 off of the clock. Now a 15-point ball game.
Now the question remains, can Rouse get a stop? They got Georgetown in some longer down and distance, but Eagles have been able to overcome those. Warren back deep, but
Georgetown not sure what's going on. They've got 10 guys up around the football. I think if this was the second half, I might be thinking about onside. I think they'll be kicking this ball away.
Now, if he can get it over Warren's head, now Warren's going to back up.
Yeah.
Now they'll go more conventional. So now I think he's going to probably try to find a soft spot here. Yep, pops it up. It's going to hit the turf, but on one hop. Still dangerous to let that ball hit the turf. You're not always going to get that room service hop that Malachi Miller got right there, but he did, and here comes Georgetown again.
But I like what Miller did. I mean, you're right. He got a room service hop, but he didn't try to do anything with it. You know, I'm going to get this and get on the ground, and we lived to snap it because they got good starting field position at the 37-yard line.
Georgetown, they had the long drive last time, but they've also,
they had
or two drives ago.
Yeah.
But they also have been able to strike quick, but you look at 5.5 minutes to go and see if they want to try to grind one out. Walker, he can drive it by himself, and that's what he's doing right there, and finally gets tripped up, or he was going to even go further.
Boy, he's got good vision, makes a good cut right here, and then his acceleration too. He's got the ability to find that second gear, and well, he was a half a step away from taking that and all the way to the house.
Sophomore Miles Burrell just clipping his foot, but just like that, 22 yards on the carry. They're going to feed Walker again. Stopped, and then the gang tackle at the 39-yard line.
Walker on the carry, tackled by number 15, Reed Henson.
Second down for Georgetown, clock ticking. They can be deliberate. There's plenty of time, but again, Rouse has shown the ability to move the ball, so you would think Chuck Griffin's thinking, we burn a little bit of time here, get a score, and not give them much, knowing they're going to get to start the second half.
Yeah, but I'll take points anytime I can get them.
Well, yeah, I get that. And now they go empty. They go that receiver screen to Madry. He's had a good half. Copeland Madry had the touchdown catch from Westfall.
They do a good job. I mean, everybody gets involved in this offense. A lot of different people touch the football. It's difficult to see where they're going. They do use the screens to the receivers on the outside, but they've also gotten vertical in the ball game as well.
But they are being deliberate. So, yeah, they'll take a big play, but if they don't get a big play, they're not going to go hurry up here. Play clock down inside at 10. And movement on the line, that's going to be a free play, I think. And Warren with the catch, and he tight ropes and gets out of bounds. But it appeared Rouse jumped on defense.
Yeah, but they'll take the play because it was a free play. There was no question. They were in the neutral zone at the snap of the ball. Boy, Warren is so kind of fun. He's got quick feet. I love the way his head snaps around. He watches the ball into his hands, got good hands, and then he gets it. He becomes a runner instantly when he gets that football in his hands. Now, a lot of discussion here. I thought this was offsides. It's something they would immediately decline and take the play.
Chris Esparza looking over there at the call, but yeah, I think this can be decline. Ball's going to be spotted. Oh, there's a penalty at the end of the play. They're going to tack on yardage. I don't know if that's a second penalty.
It's got to be, because it was half the distance to the goal from where they had it.
Yeah,
this is a personal foul. It's got to be a hit out of bounds.
There's the offsides call.
That penalty is declined. Result of the play was beyond the first down. Dead ball, personal foul, defense, unnecessary roughness, late hit out of bounds. That penalty will be assessed half the distance to the goal. First down.
All right. There's There's the explanation, and now Georgetown with 3:24 to go here in the first half has it first down just outside the 10, so they can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Tough to give this offense free yards like that.
Oh, no question. Just outside the field of play. It cost them half the distance. A couple of backs in the backfield here.
Yeah, Guyton and Walker. They give it to Walker. He explodes up the middle, and Walker to the goal line. They'll call him down inside the 1. So that will be a first down, but not a touchdown for Jet Walker.
Well, the other thing that does, though, by him not getting in, it keeps that clock moving. Boy, he's close. I guess a knee hit down before he got there. There's no reviewing.
Well, they should roll the clock, and they have it.
They should be rolling. Absolutely, yeah. It should be rolling.
Yeah, they're rolling the play clock, but they have not rolled the game clock for an unknown reason. Now they're saying roll it, but play clock's down to 15. They still have not rolled it, so.
It's going now.
Yeah. Well, that'll give Rouse more time, assuming they punch it in. Walker, they fake it to him, and then McDougal is blasted on the play. And that's a big loss back to the 10-yard line. And that's Dom Molnar, sophomore linebacker.
He was trying to get it to the outside, and the two receivers ran the same route and bumped into each other, so he had to put it down. Roger, there's nowhere to go with the football, and so instead of not getting in now, it's second and go, but you're back out to almost the 8-yard line. Clock still moving. We do have the 2-minute timeout.
Yeah, this time the clock is running. Play clock is down to 5. Down to 3. McDougal at 1 gets it off. And McDougal rolling. He's going to tuck it. He's going to throw it out of bounds. And that'll bring up third down and goal with 2:10 to go.
Well, that was good coverage in the back end this time because McDougal had all day with the play action. He looks to his right, rolls to his right, steps up. That's a nice play at that point. Get rid of it, get it out of your hands, live to play another down. And well, it's a big third down in this ball game right here.
Third and goal from the 7-yard line. Walker in the backfield. They fake it. McDougal's going to run it. Now he's going to throw it. Picked off in the end zone. Intercepted. Huge play for that Rouse defense. Liam Mongold, the sophomore, with the interception, and with 2:01 to go, Rouse has a chance here. They got a lot of ground to cover, but they could get it to a 1-score game at the half.
Yeah, great coverage downfield. Get him to the outside. He tried to force the issue. Go back across the body, back to the middle of the field is never a good idea, and a nice job keeping his eyes up and comes up with the pick. We will have a snap here, I believe, before we get to the 2-minute timeout. No, and we will, because the clock is dead. 2:01, we'll have one snap. You could run the ball here because the clock is going to snap. A lot of coaches do that and say, hey, I know there's going to be a timeout at the end of this play.
It's the third pick of the season from McDougal. Rouse now, they could put together a 2-minute drive and then get the ball to start the second half. They're going to go option, late pitch, and a good one out of bounds, and that's Davis, and that'll bring us to the 2-minute timeout, but a little momentum shift here at Birkelbach.
Ooh, this is close to a forward pass. I'm just telling you.
It's legal if you're behind the line of scrimmage.
But you get down the line of scrimmage. That was close to a forward pass. No call, but it does turn into a first down at the 30. We do have the 2-minute timeout here. Boy, this is a huge momentum change in this game. If they can find a way to come away with 6 points here in this last minute and 53 seconds. We got an entertaining second half coming.
A little different look there with an option pitch from London Morgan to Auburn Davis. Davis has been effective when he's touched the ball. He had the big run that set up their first touchdown. He had their second touchdown. We talked about he's a converted receiver, but they're smart enough to still use him in running back sets as well. So Rouse does have 2 timeouts left, and they've got a first down. Morgan, pressure coming, and he goes down. Now Georgetown brought the heat, and Jesse Espinoza, the senior, got him.
This is a really nice rush. Espinoza does a nice job of just fighting off his block, and then, boy, I tell you, his big strength, he just one paw rips him to the ground. Clock running.
Tennyson Dean was getting held there, but it worked out fine. Now going up top, got a man, Davis. Davis cannot hold on. Well thrown ball, but Auburn Davis couldn't come up with the catch.
I tell you what, we have seen a very light flag game because he just reaches up and grabs his right arm.
Cade Erickson on the coverage.
As an ex-defensive back, when you're beat, you want to don't let him catch it.
Yeah, it's 15, not 50 or more. So now, just like that, it's 3rd down and 15. Last thing Rouse wants to do is have to punt it away. Trouble coming in. Not only do they get the sack, but all the way back to the 10-yard line. Now, Georgetown can't stop the clock. They're out of timeout, so Rouse will wind this one all the way down, but they're still going to have to punt it away. They just brought the house.
They did. It was a really nice job. And guess who that was? His name's Jet Walker, coming out his linebacker position.
That's right. Now, they talked about Warren comes in sometimes as a safety. Walker picks up a sack, and now they're going to have to punt it out of their own end zone, or maybe just outside their own end zone. See if they go ahead and let this clock all the way down, go all the way down, and then take a timeout. Nope, they're going to punt it away. They try to punt it away from Erickson, but it's a line drive, returnable, and Erickson, good coverage there to about the 44, but boy, we weren't thinking Georgetown would have another chance. We were thinking maybe if Rouse could get something going, and they got the first down on the first play on that drive.
Yeah, no timeouts though, so you've got to be cautious of what you're going to do. If the ball's in the field of play, you got to spike it, or you got to get out of bounds and see how they want to try to play this last 25 seconds.
I don't think there's any doubt that Georgetown's going to try to score here.
I think you got to get the ball down the field. If you get 10 yards on this first play, the clock will stop. It'll give you a chance to get up to spike it.
Warren's on the to the right on the outside of McDougal. Looking that way, just a go ball to Warren, and he's got it and can't hold on. He was trying to get out of bounds, and he never got the ball secured, and that'll bring up second down. 19 seconds to go.
Really nice job of understanding. You just put so much pressure on that corner because you run the slot guy into the out. He's thinking he's going to come up, and then it's in between the corner and the safety. There's always that little window, and had it there, just didn't get the completion, and didn't have much time go off the clock. 6 seconds.
Nifty throw by McDougal. He dropped that arm slot down and just kind of whipped it out there. They're going to go across the middle. Westfall has it on that drag. Westfall out of bounds, and they gets the first down anyway, but he fought his way out of bounds with 9 seconds to go.
He does. This is just a great individual effort and understanding. How about the football knowledge to know I got to get out of bounds? They're going right back to play.
And they go to Westfall again in the middle of the field, and he slips down at the 15 on purpose, I believe, to get them one more play. They're going to have to spike it. Well, they got a lot going on. They got guys coming off the field. Well, that's going to be a penalty. That should end the half because they don't have a timeout. That runoff should go against Georgetown, I believe. That was
just too many men on the field.
Well, they're saying they get to run another play, but I guess they don't take the runoff because the clock had stopped. The clock wasn't stopped because they started again on the chain move. I think maybe they're going to say there's 1 second. And Georgetown
is trying to line up for a field goal attempt.
But somehow that's going to, I think that's going to end the half because
it's got to end the half.
If not, you do it on purpose just to get the stoppage. Okay.
Offense, 12 men on the field. 5-yard penalty from the original line of scrimmage. And by rule, we'll have a 10-second runoff. That's the half.
Be a 2-second runoff.
Yeah, but
we're not going to start the second
what a
half.
wild ending to this first half.
Minus 8 seconds. So Georgetown scrambled there. Well, it was a heads-up play, though, to slide down and try to allow them to get one more play out, but just couldn't do it with those timeouts they had to use. But, yeah, very entertaining first half.
Absolutely. It really well played, very good design plays, and we saw some offense. A lot of different guys making plays. And you look at it, 41 points here in the first half.
Well, the only drive where Georgetown didn't score on was this last one where they ran out of time.
Well, they actually had the ball intercepted the end zone.
That's right.
And they were previous drive.
In the end zone.
In the end zone.
They were driving to score. You're right, the Mongold interception. So halftime here at Birkelbach Field, entertaining. We thought it would be high scoring, a little one-sided, but still Rouse will get the ball to start the second half here in this District 8-5A Division I matchup. You're watching high school football on KXAN Plus on NFHS, and it's brought to you by Thomas J. Henry.
When a company vehicle hits you, the fight isn't just against the driver, it's against the corporation and their insurance team. Their goal is to protect themselves. Ours is to protect you. At Thomas J. Henry, we've handled some of Texas's toughest company vehicle cases. With over $1 billion recovered for our clients in the last 4 years, we have the results and the experience to back us up. When big companies cause big problems, we get big results. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
Welcome to Covert Auto Group. Since 1909, the Covert family has been at the heart of Central Texas, serving millions with pride and dedication. From modest beginnings to becoming a symbol of Texas automotive excellence, we are committed to setting new standards and exceeding expectations every day. Our journey is built on a foundation of trust, integrity, and a relentless focus on exceptional service. Discover what makes us different. Visit covertauto.com, driving Texas forward.
If you're thinking about a compact tractor and you want the best, you can afford a Kubota.
Check out the new Kubota L2502 package deal. A front loader, a rear mower, a box blade, and a trailer, all for one low price.
You All Kubota is your Kubota dealer.
At Howdy Honda, it's all about great volume, and volume. A great volume of inventory with nearly 700 new Honda models to choose from, like Civic, CR-V, Pilot, Accord, and more. In stock and ready for immediate delivery. A great volume of savings with big discounts, incredible lease specials, and even low APR financing options. All of this matched with a great volume of customer service. It's easy to see why we're the #1 volume Honda dealer in Central Texas. Get to Howdy Honda today, where it's all about volume.
We get set for the start of the second half here, and Rouse will get the ball. Remember, Georgetown threw that pick in the end zone to kind of keep this ball game from getting out of hand. And now Keith, Rouse, if they can get a drive together here, they can cut this to a one-score game.
Yeah, I mean, they got the big pick to end the drive. Thought they had a chance to get it going, settled with an interesting ending to the first half with time being expired because trying to run out to kick a field goal. So They get the ball to start the second half. If they can find a way to make it a one-possession game, we could have a heck of a fourth quarter here.
Yeah, I seem to remember somebody in here, me, said, oh, the lack of timeouts won't hurt Georgetown. They needed that last timeout to get a chance at a field goal, couldn't get the clock stopped. So that did prove costly, as Rouse, with the fair catch, will take over at the 30-yard line.
We borrowed some of your tape to patch a hole.
So, Raiders with their quarterback, London Morgan. Seen some explosive plays. Auburn Davis has kind of been the most explosive of those. We've seen the touchdown run and the long run that set up their first touchdown. Reyes in the backfield. And he gets the first play from scrimmage. You see Morgan with that Guardian cap on his helmet. A little extra padding on the helmet.
He hasn't been afraid to put it down and run, though. He's done that a couple times in the ball game. A little bit, haven't seen this formation in the game. Real tight formation.
Like a little bit of movement trying to get the edge, and not much there. And that'll bring up third down. That's Alfredo Lopez.
See him come out in real tight formation, trying to get Lopez, their speedster, out around the corner. Nice job of just forcing him deep with the penetration, forcing him to go around the corner, allows the penetration to get to it. This could be an illegal substitution play here. Didn't get called. It would have at the next level. But you
well, it's a big third down, though.
Yes, it is.
Pressure coming. Dean coming at Morgan. He's retreating way back inside the 10. Now turns it up. Now he's got some room. Delivers it across his body. He's got a man, Davis, for the first down. What a play by London Morgan. He had to run 50 yards on that play before completing the pass.
Well, I think it's more than 50, but it's right. He goes to the left, he goes back to the right, and then has the presence of mind just to outrun him right here, and then he slows down, finds his receiver. Nice pitch and catch for the first down. Wow.
They absolutely had to have it. They got it. Now that quick handoff, but this time Georgetown was ready, and there's nothing there for Reyes on first down.
They're trying to get that trap, but penetration, when you get that left guard's coming over and trying to get the trap, you get penetration, it just allows, it clogs everything up, and just know where to go right there. It'll bring up second and long.
Dean again, they set up the screen to Davis, makes a nice catch in traffic, and then kind of weaves his way down inside the 40-yard line for the first down.
He has got such a great field running and vision with the football. Was a running back, as you said, now out at wide receiver, but when he gets the ball in his hand, he's like a little running back. Does a great job, great vision, and gets the first down, as you mentioned.
So Rouse on the move. They set up another screen. This time it's Reyes. He's got room, and they're really using that Rouse or that Georgetown speed up front against him with these screen passes.
Yeah, just letting that rush get back there and just dropping it down and doing a nice job. This ball was thrown from behind the line of scrimmage, so that allows that offensive line to get downfield.
Good drive by Rouse here. Got the big play from Morgan on the scramble. Now they're on schedule until then. That's Espinoza with the tackle for a loss back to the 25.
Just great penetration. Gets in, wraps him up. We've said his name an awful lot tonight, Espinoza. He has been a force in the middle of that defensive front.
Senior defensive tackle. Loss of 2 on the play. Now they go wildcat to Davis. Not much there, though. That's going to bring up a third and long. Dean got him, but you saw that early penetration by Easton Smith kind of threw that play off.
Yeah, I had to come back to the inside and couldn't get to the hole. Brings up third and long. And they will go back to a spread formation here. in field goal territory, but boy, it sure does feel like they need 6 here.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like 3 is going to help them that much against this Georgetown offense. They need a big play. They like number 4. He is to the left of London Morgan. They roll Morgan. He's got a man, and that's a first down to about the 6-yard line, and that is Lopez.
How about Morgan? Cool customer, veteran guy, rolling to the outside. Boy, that's just a really nice throw on the run. When you have to have it on 3rd down and gets the first down, makes it 1st and goal. Just a really wonderful throw right there. 10th play of the drive coming.
There's Davis looking for a block, bounces off a tackler and can't get away from Smith. Boy, Easton Smith's had a nice ball game, number 29, the senior.
Both of these young men have had a good ball game. Smith, no doubt, and Davis' runner has just impressed me. He's not a big guy, but boy, he just does an outstanding job of running with the football.
Gavin Smith also got the first contact, 34. 4.5 minutes off the clock on this opening drive. Blitz coming. Morgan steps into trouble and gets away to the edge, to the goal line. Morgan, the touchdown, and Rouse an extra point away from making this a 1-score ball game.
Yeah, I think you kicked 1 here. I don't think you chase points right now, and that's exactly what they're going to do. The 10th play of the drive. Just how about him putting down right here, and then, boy, he just turns on the Jets, outruns everybody to the pylon. And that is an outstanding opening 70-yard drive in 10 plays.
Second rushing touchdown for the senior quarterback, committed to the Naval Academy. Extra point is good, and we do have a 1-point ball game here in Georgetown.
Extra point is up and good.
Getting hurt at work doesn't just affect your job, it affects your life, your family, and your future. Medical bills pile up, paychecks stop coming, and suddenly you're left wondering what's next. At Thomas J. Henry, we've spent decades protecting injured Texas workers, holding employers and insurance companies accountable, and helping people rebuild their lives. If you're hurt on the job, don't face it alone. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
Shift into a more affordable auto loan by refinancing with A-Plus FCU, Austin's best credit union. With our A-Plus Beat Your Rate offer, save 1% APR or more off your current auto loan rate and get on the road to living your A-Plus life. With lower monthly payments, less interest, and a faster loan payoff. Apply today at aplusfcu.org/beatyourrate.
Well, London Morgan makes it a 1-score game. I said 1-point game. 28-20 with the touchdown. Short kick, though, and a good return for Georgetown. Boy, it's tough giving them a short field just like that, as Rouse got that touchdown drive, and now Georgetown sets up shop in good field position. Weston Stewart with the return. That is our Ford Bastrop Spirit Cam. As nice evening here in Georgetown as we...
Are we going to get any cool weather, Roger?
Yeah, call the playoffs.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're right. Let's get into November. Maybe
I think it's supposed to be really nice tomorrow morning.
That's a good thing.
We don't have any 8 a.m. kickoffs, or we could enjoy it, but still much more pleasant than
there's one at 2:30 I care about.
August. Yeah, I think it's going to be warm up there. So here comes Georgetown. Rouse has fought their way back to a 1-score game, and now they got to defend Jet Walker and company, and they do on first down right there. Reed Henson meets him in the hole. That's that All-State wrestler. We were talking to Josh Mann, and those wrestlers, they are a different kind of tough.
They're just a different breed, aren't they? Strong, big. You can see once he got him, even though how strong Jet Walker is, he just pushed him backwards.
Listed about 5'6", 170, so he's giving up about 30-plus pounds to Walker. Don't tell him that, though. McDougal's got Westfall, and he's got a blocker out in front. What a great job out in front. That lead block by Regan Torosian.
It's just got to help each other. There's more to playing wide receiver, but just an outstanding block. He just pushed him down the field 5-6 yards and enough to get the first down and into Raider territory.
Well, it's been one of the struggles for Rouse. They've gotten Georgetown in some tough down and distance only to see them erase it. And now Walker, he's got a full head of steam going, tripped up down to about the 35-yard line. And that's another first down as Burrell was able to get enough of the shoe to clip him down.
Yeah, Walker sees that when he just does a good job of finding the hole and exploding through it. He's accelerating the whole time.
McDougal downfield, got a man incomplete. That was Bratton, couldn't hold on. Strong throw on the move.
Nice job. This is how you play corner in zone. Right at the top of your screen. He sees it. Now watch him go and explode through the football. He's got two guys to cover. He's playing zone. He's got a guy in the flat. That's just an outstanding job of playing the position of cornerback.
So second down and 10 now. Stewart in the backfield with Guyton. Give it to Guyton, and he's got a hole, and he's got a first down or close to it. Zach Guyton, remember, Walker only had 4 carries in week 1 and didn't play in week 2, and Guyton and Stewart put up big numbers.
Yes, they did. This offensive line getting a good push and a nice run there. He's going to be just about a half a yard short here, so it'll be third down.
Guyton just a sophomore, averaging 6 yards per carry, and the junior Stewart came in the ball game with nearly 300 yards on 37 carries. Now they're going to get Walker back there. Direct snap to Walker, and he's hit. I don't think he got it. Great surge by that Rouse defense, and they're going to force Georgetown into a fourth down situation.
Well, that's just a great job. Filling the hole, getting the job done, and just moving your feet.
15 again, Keith
yeah,
Henson.
It's just outstanding.
Player down for Rouse.
That could.
Yeah, that's Grace Simpson, their bandit backer, junior. Well, we've seen Georgetown convert on fourth down, but well, you don't see Walker lose yardage that often.
That's great penetration, doing the job, and then everybody flying to the football. This becomes it's a one-possession game. You have a pretty good field goal kicker, but this is a 40-plus yard field goal attempt. I think they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And
yep, I don't think there's any doubt.
Yeah.
And, you stop 28 2 straight times, tip your cap. But
yep.
We'll see if they try to maybe do a little something in the play-action game or get McDougal out on the move. Or
do the Wildcat and have a direct snap.
Yep.
Two backs in the backfield here.
Bringing McDougal out with Walker. A huge play for this Rouse defense. Guyton in the backfield as well. Torosian in there. They go with Walker, and he's got the first down inside the 20.
That's just a good run. Good block out in front of him. Moves it back to the inside. That's just really nice job. Couldn't get the corner seal. Walker sees it, bounces it to the outside, and then muscles his way out of bounds for the first down. 10th play of the drive coming.
Yeah, the only stop that Rouse has is the interception in the end zone and the end of the half.
Look at this formation.
That's Warren. A lot of window dressing to give it to Walker and just watch him power down inside the 10-yard line.
Walker on the carry.
Just good block out in front, and you're right, he's window dressing. Just an old-fashioned sweep. He gets to the corner, breaks the line of containment, and into the secondary in the first down.
A motion, just trying to pull one of those defenders with Warren. You have to respect that, and you want all your defenders when 28's coming at you. First and goal for Georgetown. There's Walker. He's got a seam, breaks a tackle, and trots into the end zone. And Georgetown gets the answer right back on a Jet Walker touchdown, his 4th of the night.
Just great move, good blocking up front, breaks a tackle. You're just not going to get Walker up around the upper body, the shoulder pads are going to bring him down. You're going to have to knock his pins from out from under him, and he just muscles his way into the end zone.
Check out his 3rd touchdown of the night and the extra point. And we're back to a 15-point lead here in Georgetown.
Welcome to Covert Auto Group. Since 1909, the Covert family has been at the heart of Central Texas, serving millions with pride and dedication. From modest beginnings to becoming a symbol of Texas automotive excellence, we are committed to setting new standards and exceeding expectations every day. Our journey is built on a foundation of trust, integrity, and a relentless focus on exceptional service. Discover what makes us different. Visit covertauto.com, driving Texas forward.
Shift into a more affordable auto loan by refinancing with A-Plus FCU, Austin's best credit union. With our A-Plus Beat Your Rate offer, save 1% APR or more off your current auto loan rate and get on the road to living your A-Plus life. With lower monthly payments, less interest, and a faster loan payoff. Apply today at aplusfcu.org/beatyourrate.
Well, quite an answer from Georgetown. They drive it. Chet Walker finishes. Another 4th down conversion on the way, and another pop-up kick. And nice over-the-head catch right there by Riemenschneider. And
that was a nice catch. But he put the fair catch up, so they put him at the 20. If you fair catch it inside the 25, it doesn't go to the 25?
Yes.
Okay. There we go. Now they're marking it forward.
You can't do worse than the 25.
That's what I thought. So, but they had an official standing at the 19 where he caught the ball, and I'm thinking, well, the fair catch I thought went to the 25, and it does. Got to answer.
Yeah, and those were pretty long drives. The 2 drives are eating up over 8 minutes of this quarter. Swing pass to Reyes, and well defended that time by Georgetown. They strung it out. Cole Mitchell landed Hammett, the 2 linebackers on the play.
Yeah, really nice job. You're right. Couldn't get the corner. Didn't get a block. Those wide receivers have got to find a way to get a block right there, and didn't get a block, and it's going to go for a negative play.
That motion with Davis, tries to cut it up, and Georgetown does a pretty good job of sealing it. A.J. Stevenson, the senior defensive tackle, 99 in on that tackle.
Oh, the misdirection almost got there. He actually ran into the back of his guard. If the guard goes on downfield right there, you got a chance to make a move. Might have got that close to a first down. Gigantic play in this ball game right now here on 3rd down.
And we had it last drive, and that's when Morgan did his thing on that incredible scramble and then the completion. See if Georgetown tries to bring the heat, and they do. And there he goes. Morgan on the move, throwing against his body. He's got Reyes. First down and more. Boy, that may have been better, just the way he had to throw that going against his momentum.
I mean, he's just a veteran player. There's no panic. You're rolling to your left as a right-handed quarterback and finds a way to get this ball flipped out and enough, gets it all the way to midfield and a first down.
Yeah, you're flashing that ball right in front of the linebacker, Gavin Smith. There's the delay to Reyes. He's got room, breaks a tackle, and stumbles down inside the 40-yard line. So quickly Rouse, after 2 plays where they didn't get anything, now 2 big plays, and they've got it at the 36 of Georgetown.
Yeah, 2 chunk plays, and right back in an opportunity here to make it a 1-score game again.
Swing to Davis. Gets a block and then tiptoes down to about the 31-yard line. And good first down yardage.
Auburn Davis on the reception.
He's just such a good runner with the football. He looks like, well, he's going to be brought down for no gain, and you look up and he gained 5 yards.
Play brings up 2nd down and 4.
Going over the middle, got a man, just a little overthrown. And that'll bring up 3rd down, looking for Lopez.
Incomplete.
Boy, he had it to just put a little bit. He just too much on the line, didn't lay it up because he's behind everybody. You just lay that ball up and allow your receiver to come to it. Try to pinpoint it in there just off the fingertips.
Josh Park in there at tailback in the pistol. Morgan going deep, back of the end zone in traffic, caught, touchdown, Davis, no, Metis, check that, Peter Metis with the touchdown.
Well, you know you got a free play. These young men are smart. They watch college football, pro football, and he knew he had a free play as a quarterback. I don't think you force this ball down the field without knowing that you have the offsides play. What a nice job of adjusting to the football and coming down with the catch. And an extra point away from a 1-possession game again.
Peter Metis, the senior, his 3rd touchdown catch. 1:33 to go, and another blocked extra point. That's 2, and now it remains a 2-score ball game. Boy, how big is that? 35-26 the score. We're back after this.
Hi, I'm Jenny Covert at Covert Chevrolet in Bastrop, where down-home roots and neighborly service still mean something. At Covert Chevrolet, we're proud to stand by our commitment to you with exceptional service and honest deals and treating every customer like family. For over 116 years, the Covert family has proudly served Central Texas. And here in Bastrop, we're more than a dealership. We're your neighbors. Covert Chevrolet, Highway 71 in Bastrop, or online at covertbastrop.com. Together, let's drive.
I think we're out of tortillas.
We can manage, right?
I'm here without you, baby, but you're still on my lonely mind. I think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time.
Oh, that's Favor with our HEB Now order.
But it's got to be HEB and it's got to be now. Favor brings you HEB Now.
Bologna taco.
Get 15 items in as little as 45 minutes. Favor, how Texas orders in.
3 possessions here in the second half and 3 touchdowns between Rouse and Georgetown, and that was an outstanding throw. London Morgan to Peter Metis.
Yeah, 31 yards for the touchdown, 8 plays, 75 yards total.
This time they kick it deep, but that ball, yeah, it's going to get to the end zone, so a nice job there. Well, they've tried a lot of different things, and every time Georgetown's had pretty good field position, so that was the best so far. But can Rouse come up with a stop?
Well, this is the time to get one.
How about that blocked
two extra points?
Yeah.
You know, that makes a huge difference. You're going to have a stop somewhere.
Yeah, you're still 2 possessions down.
Got to have a stop. Or create a turnover. They did create one, but it was in their own end zone. It did save a touchdown, but
Walker remains running back. And they give it to him, and Walker sheds a tackler and then pushed out at the 30. 5 yards. They bring in Tarosian, the tight end, H-back, to lead the way.
Walker, just if you hit him up around the numbers with the shoulder pads, he is just very difficult to bring down.
Tight formation. Fake the run, get it out to Westfall, makes a nifty move, and he's got a first down.
Braylon Westfall on the carry.
Boy, he did make a really nice move. The first move, you can see it right here. First guy comes, running up, got him. No, you don't.
Air.
Yes.
And Georgetown, if they run it, likely be the last play of the quarter here. About an 8-second difference, play clock and game clock. There's Walker. He's got room. Walker sidesteps midfield and more, out of bounds. And that will not be the last play because the clock will stop on the first down run.
And he stepped out of bounds.
Yep.
Picks up a Georgetown first down.
Did do a nice job, though, making one really good move. And bounced out, used a stiff arm. You see him coming off the field. He's had a big night.
It's tough for this Rouse defense to slow down Georgetown. Guyton's got a big hole, sheds a tackler, and then breaks another tackle, gets to the outside, and he's got a first down. That will be the final play of the quarter. We head to the fourth quarter here in Georgetown. Eagles up 9, on the move. You're watching it on KXAN Plus and NFHS.
After an accident, every second matters. That's why getting help from Thomas J. Henry is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Step 1, call us. One call puts our legal team in motion. Step 2, we come to you. Home, hospital, or wherever you are, we move fast to build your case. Step 3, we take over. From insurance battles to courtroom fights, we handle it all. So you can focus on recovering while we fight for the results you deserve. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Covert. At Covert Lincoln, we believe modern American luxury should extend beyond the showroom, right to your driveway. Our white glove service means effortless maintenance with complimentary pickup and delivery. And our state-of-the-art mobile service van comes to you wherever you are. From routine maintenance to minor repairs, we bring expert Lincoln care right to your doorstep. Because at Covert Lincoln, service isn't just convenient, it's seamless. Schedule today and experience the luxury of time well saved. CovertLincoln.com.
We begin the fourth quarter here at Birkelbach Field, campus of Georgetown High School. Reminder, next Friday right here on KXAN Plus, Westlake and Bowie from Berger Stadium. That's a 7:30 start. Chaparrals winning last night against Austin High. Maybe you caught some of that on KBVO. Keith and I will be back on KBVO this Thursday night. This Rouse team will play host to Killeen Chaparral. This Rouse team needs a stop in the worst way here as we begin the fourth quarter. And Guyton has it, caught in the backfield by Henson, and he was able to hold on long enough, and then Guyton got going the wrong way, and it's going to turn into a huge loss.
No, that's what they needed. They needed penetration. They got into the backfield with some penetration, and guess who it was? I mean, he's just been everywhere tonight, has Henson. Reed Henson has just played a marvelous football game. The defense has struggled, but he hasn't struggled.
Yeah, and then you can speak to this, Keith. The instincts take over for Guyton trying to break tackles, but all it did was probably force another 4 or 5 yards lost.
Sometimes you're better off just going to the ground.
Take your medicine.
Yes. Here's that opportunity right now.
Second down and long. They've overcome several of these, and That's a good start, although a nice open field tackle right there by Agabasoga. Still, he got all the negative yardage back, and it's 3rd and 10 here.
Well, I think this is 4-down territory at the 40-yard line, so you got to still make 2 defensive plays, but boy, you need a defensive stop right here.
Yeah, and that's where being a 2-score game is such a big difference for Rouse. Georgetown might be a little more willing to gamble a bit.
Yeah, go empty here.
McDougal, pressure coming, retreats. He's just going to have to throw it away, and that'll bring up 4th and 10. Now, what do you do here? You're at the 39. You're not going to kick a field goal. You need 10 full yards, and looks like they're going to keep that offense out on the field.
Yeah, make a change. You bring some different personnel into the game. Whatever you got, your best pass play might be, but you could punt in this formation as well.
That looks like that's what they're going to do. They could pooch it with McDougal. Rouse has to stay honest. That's what he does. See what kind of bounce it gets, and it's going to get a Rouse bounce, and Rouse got lucky. That ball just turned over. No chance for Warren to track it down. So Rouse does get a stop here with 10:10 to go in the ball game, and they'll get it back. And that blocked extra point, 2 of them looming large.
No question, but the defense got the stop that they needed, and now they see if their offense can get going. They've been getting nice chunk plays themselves. See if they can get a good chunk play to start this drive and get this offense in gear. Veteran quarterback comes back out.
Eastview, that occupies this field as well, trailing Cedar Park 24-21. They're starting the 4th quarter at Gupton Stadium. So here we go. Rouse still needs 2 scores, and Reyes not much there on 1st down as Cole Mitchell in on the tackle, 3-year starter at linebacker.
Anthony Reyes on the carry.
They did a nice job of coming down from his Sam linebacker, strong side, making that tackle.
Vista Ridge and McNeil, a wild one, 35-31. Vista leads in the 3rd quarter. The throw to the flat, Metis has it, sheds a tackle and does a little reverse spin, and I think he's got enough for the first.
Absolutely.
He does.
How about that little spin? That spin at the 29 was able to get him enough. Watch him right here, right up here, the 27, 28, right there. And just makes the move, and that it gets him enough to get the 1st down. That was a nice little move.
Little pop pass to Davis. Sheds 1 tackle, gets out to 35. The other thing is, at all the other levels, even if you're out of bounds at this point in the game, they roll that clock after a temporary stoppage. In high school, you stop the clock. So that's, again, it's a 2-possession game. You take all the time you can get, save all the time you can.
Yeah, you do. And the other part is you see them in a little more urgency getting the play calls and getting to the line of scrimmage here.
Fake it to Reyes. They've got Davis, breaks a tackle, 1st down.
Boy, he's had a good ball game.
Yeah, he's tough.
He's impressed me.
5'9", 165 is what they list him as.
Yeah, but he knows how to run, tough to bring down, keeps his legs moving. And here they are, right back to the line of scrimmage.
Blitz coming. Beats the blitz. Davis with the catch. Up close to midfield. Clock moves.
Now that's your receiver's got to see that blitz too. He recognized it. Davis just drops down to the inside. They get 6 yards on the play instead of a negative play. Now you see Wildcat with Davis taking the snap.
Straight keeper following Reyes and his offensive line, and he's got the 1st down. Daniel Rybarski there, his right guard, also paving the way.
Just 165 pounds. He runs like he's 225. He's just pushing guys forward.
3 to the right. Morgan right down the middle, and Davis with a great catch on a dart.
This is just a wonderful, wonderful throw and catch. It had to be a rocket right there. I think it was tipped too. I think the ball was tipped and he still caught it.
Pressure coming, inside screen, but it was blown up. Lopez, Mitchell on the stop. Boy, big play for that Georgetown defense. On its heels a little bit, but now they slow down Rouse as the clock moves towards 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, it's a really nice job of recognition that time. That's film study during the week. He saw that screen setting up and just blew it up.
Now they roll and get the completion on the sideline to Gaston. That'll bring up a 3rd down. They get the clock stopped at 7:06. Clearly 4-down territory at this point in the ball game.
Well, that's the 10th play of the drive coming.
I guess if you had a field goal kicker, you're confident you could get it to a 1-score game, but not at this part of the field. You're still 43 yards out.
A lot of changes out on the field. Here comes Walker onto the field. So some different guys coming into the game defensively.
I guess he didn't get out of bounds. Morgan squares, fires, incomplete. Davis couldn't hang on. There was a flag on the play. I guess not. I thought there was.
I think you're right.
Yep.
Here comes a call. I don't see the flag.
It's going to go against Georgetown. Might be defensive holding.
Defense, number 19.
Yep. That's big. That's an automatic first down. And now inside the 20. Still 6:25 to go here in the ball game. Now, a field goal does make more sense if they can't punch it in.
Yeah, but you'd like to make this at least a 2-point game.
Reyes, and he is stopped. Outstanding play. They had that one sniffed out. That's Easton Smith.
Smith just comes to the inside and overload that time. You call it a blitz, no matter if it's a run or a pass, but you're just bringing more people than they can block right there.
It looked like they were setting up for a screen the way they let that defensive line come in. They had 4 dark jerseys in the backfield. So now precious time and a loss on the play. Blitz coming. Morgan hesitates, scrambles, has to get rid of it. He does, and he's got his man on the sideline. Davis again might be short of the first down, but it's going to be 3rd and 1, and they stop the clock.
He's Houdini. He's an escape artist. How does he get out of this? People all around him, then his eyes are open, and then Davis coming back, seeing the football, using his eyes, and gets out of bounds. Makes it a manageable 3rd down here on the 13th play of the drive.
Reyes down to the 5. He has the first down.
If it's the 5, it is a first down, and it is.
Yeah. So 5:27. They'll stop the clock here. And then roll it. Both teams with all 3 timeouts at their disposal. And you say, well, 5 minutes is plenty of time, assuming they score, but you just put you behind the 8 ball as far as getting stops. Here's that quick pitch, and Davis,
good
great
tackle.
Open field tackle. And again, Johnny Decker with the play that time.
Oh, that's just a hard play. In the open field, you got a shifty runner and then reaching in there, getting those, wrapping him up. 15th play of this drive, Roger, that started at the 10-10 mark in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and my point is if they punch it in, though, the more time that burns, the their odds go down as far as if Georgetown gets first downs. Now they go under center. They give it to Reyes, and Reyes not going to get there. And again, time coming off the clock. Third down.
Back to the line of scrimmage.
This will probably take it down close to 4 minutes before they snap it.
Oh, it's going to be up probably under 4. Got to hurry. Got to get in first. The first thing now, you got to come away right now with 6 points. All 3 of their timeouts left, plus the 2-minute timeout.
3rd and goal. Play action. Ball tipped in the air, and somehow it hits the turf. Boy, in close quarters like that, shocking it didn't get picked off.
Oh, no kidding. Nobody could get to it.
Well, now what do? A field goal takes it to a 1-score game, and
I got to get my veteran quarterback outside the pocket here somehow.
They're bringing in Riemenschneider. He's also the kicker, but I think they're coming in for the jumbo package. So here we go. Probably the ball game in a 2-score game.
No doubt.
That's Jolly, actually, 86. The fake, the throw, touchdown, Riemenschneider. They brought both tight ends in, and with 3:46 to go, it is a 1-score ball game.
17 plays on the drive, Roger, that goes 80 yards and get it into the end zone. Extra point away from making a 2-point ball game.
Well, extra points have not been gimmies. Riemenschneider, extra point, and that is good. So 3:46 to go, and we're back after this.
Riemenschneider on the kick.
After an accident, every second matters. That's why getting help from Thomas J. Henry is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Step 1, call us. One call puts our legal team in motion. Step 2, we come to you. Home, hospital, or wherever you are, we move fast to build your case. Step 3, we take over. From insurance battles to courtroom fights, we handle it all. So you can focus on recovering while we fight for the results you deserve. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Covert. At Covert Lincoln, we believe modern American luxury should extend beyond the showroom, right to your driveway. Our white glove service means effortless maintenance with complimentary pickup and delivery. And our state-of-the-art mobile service van comes to you wherever you are. From routine maintenance to minor repairs, we bring expert Lincoln care right to your doorstep. Because at Covert Lincoln, service isn't just convenient, it's seamless. Schedule today and experience the luxury of time well saved. CovertLincoln.com.
Oh, boy, hats off to the Rouse Raiders. They have fought back, got it to a 2-point ball game. Now with 3:46 to go, Keith, they've got the timeouts. They got the 2-minute timeout, but at some point they got to get a stop.
Yeah, and I think you kick this ball deep. With this much time, they're anticipating the onside kick, but I think you go ahead and see if you can knock it out of the back and end zone and back them up to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, one Eagle back and everybody else up. And Riemenschneider, see if he tries to play a little keep away. Nope, he's just going to blast it, and that's going to be a touchback. So that'll be at the 20, not the 25, because it wasn't a fair catch. And it's on the Rouse defense. It's on the Georgetown offense. You would think it's going to be a heavy dose of 28. Jet Walker, check that 25-yard line.
I think he's going to touch it.
Yeah. It's on the punt that goes in the end zone that comes out to the 20. So here we go. Well, Rouse can afford to give up a first down. Not sure if they can afford to give up more than one, unless they get first down on the first play, and then you're kind of right back where you started. There's Walker. Walker hit and falls forward. That was Ethan Wallace, their senior linebacker.
Well, not using the timeout here, which is interesting to me.
Probably if they can get a stop here short, they would use that first one.
Yep.
Well, Georgetown will take this down to about the 3-minute mark before they snap it. They motion Warren, and Walker has it, breaks a tackle. He's got a first down now. 2:56 to go, and now Rouse is probably going to have to use timeouts after that first down run.
It's just a real well-designed play, good blocking up front. He just gets into the second level. He's just a load to bring down. It takes a couple of guys to get him on the ground, and they're going to have to snap it before it gets to the 2-minute timeout.
But they put themselves in a position now where one more first down will almost certainly ice this game away. There's Walker. And then once he gets ahead of steam like that, Keith, he's going to get a chunk, and he does right there. And that takes us, well, they stopped the clock at 2:06.
He uses the first of the 3 timeouts.
Okay, so they.
Timeout.
That's tough because you only save yourself 6 seconds there because you're going to get the clock stopped. Let's break for a short message from Thomas J. Henry.
For over 30 years, Thomas J. Henry has been in the fight for those who have been injured in Texas. With over $1 billion delivered to our clients in the last 4 years and more than 13,000 5-star reviews, our dedication to life-changing results is clear. But don't just take our word for it. Hear from those who've experienced the difference. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
So 6 seconds separates another timeout, so you figure Georgetown's going to run it. If they get the first down, Keith, the 2-minute timeout almost nullified. A little bit. Yeah. I mean, they'll stop it and start it, but again, then you're down to 2 timeouts after the 2-minute.
You're only defending about 3 yards here.
Yeah. Walker, and he is just enough to get the first down, so that will bring us to the 2-minute timeout. And now,
2-minute timeout.
Well, 2 timeouts. We'll take a timeout with them.
In a world where automotive excellence reigns supreme, one name stands above the rest, the Covert Auto Group. Since 1909, we have been the driving force in Central Texas, delivering unparalleled quality and service. With 11 locations, our vast inventory offers a thrilling range of new and pre-owned vehicles. But we aren't just about cars. We're about family and community. We're dedicated to providing outstanding customer satisfaction. The Covert Auto Group, 115 years of the Covert commitment.
If you're thinking about a compact tractor and you want the best, you can afford a Kubota.
Check out the new Kubota L2502 package deal. A front loader, a rear mower, a box blade, and a trailer, all for one low price.
Ewald Kubota is your Kubota dealer.
Good one here, 2 minutes to go. Rouse has to have a stop. Georgetown first down. Rouse can stop the clock 2 more times. Boy, we got some good ball games tonight. McNeil and Vista Ridge. McNeil up 38-35. That's early in the fourth quarter in that one. Hutto leading Round Rock 33-25 in the fourth quarter. Hutto trying to go 4-0 in district play.
That's it. And the Dragons, like I said, have been playing their best ball of the year as of late.
Walker again, a steady dose of 28, and that's a lot to ask at this point in the game. That's another first down. Now they'll go ahead and take the timeout, but now they're down to 1 timeout, and Georgetown has a fresh set of downs. I mean, he ran up the backside.
He ran over everybody. It doesn't matter what color uniform you got.
Warren's going, who hit me? And he turns around, it was his running back. Thought he got blocked in the back.
That's it.
Now, this is going to be, the math is not in Rouse's favor now.
No,
First of all, it's hard to stop 28.
It is. And then the second thing is even if they were to take a knee, I'd nearly run the clock out by doing that.
Yep, you're right. They'll stop it again, and then that'll be at about 1:45, and that's it. You get 40 seconds, 3 plays. So yeah, maybe a handful of seconds would be left. Pflugerville over McCallum, 42-21 at House Park. Lake Travis is going to win over Del Valle and stay undefeated. Lake Belton over Glenn in this district, 42-17 in the fourth quarter. This looks like they're going in victory formation. Now they put Warren in motion. Hand it to Walker, hold on tight. Walker dragged down, picked up 3, and one more timeout with 1:46 to go.
Timeout. Rouse. That's their third and final timeout of the game.
Now they can go, by my math, 120 seconds.
Yeah, there would still be a little bit of time
left. Well, you got to get stopped. Jet Walker, it's been on every play, and there's no reason to believe he's not going to be on second down here. What a weapon to have at the end of a ball game, Keith. A hammer like that when defenses are a little bit worn down.
Tired. I mean, he's just a difficult guy to get on the ground. There's no question. And this is a team that it seemed to be in control of this football game. But Roger, they scored on their first 4 possessions, and it was 28-7. And since then, it just kept. Rouse just kept crawling back into the ball game, and they're going to probably end up on the wrong end of this ball game. But boy, they played an exceptional second half.
.28 again, and dragged down. So now it's just a
Walker on the carry.
Time game as it brings up third down. Clock will be just at about a minute, maybe a tick or two under a minute. They could also use one of their timeouts.
Yeah, take it down to 1 second and call a timeout, no question.
In fact, kind of seems like that's what they're going to do. Well, they'll send the offense back out there. 13 on the play clock and ticking. Nope, they're going to use a timeout here almost for sure. Nope, now they get into their formation. So they'll snap it here. Walker again. Walker falls for the first down. Looked like he almost had to struggle to hold on to the football. He was able to do it. Got the first down, and that'll do it. Georgetown is going to improve to 5-1 on the season, and they will move to 3-0 in district play.
Well, it's just an outstanding run, and they knew how much he had to get. You can see him using his body. The ball did get a little bit dinged on, but able to secure it as he went to the ground. Heck of a ball game. It's one of those games when you look up, both teams really played a heck of a game. Eagles are going to come away with the victory.
Well, this will be the only play on the drive that Jet Walker didn't carry. Remember, it started at the 25-yard line. He moved it almost 45 yards on his own. And, yeah, outstanding effort by this Rouse team after falling down by 3 scores. Mentioned the schedule gets a little bit more favorable as they try to make a run to their 6th straight postseason berth, but they'll have to turn around on a short week and play on Thursday night. Time now for our Covert Auto Group winning drive. Well, it was the last drive, Keith. It was a long one, ate up a lot of time, and a lot of Jet Walker and Then you see the swing to Westfall right here. Got some great downfield blocking.
Yeah, they did an outstanding job, but it's still ball down to 28. When 28 got the football, he made things happen. Get to the outside. Had an opportunity right there on that play to get in behind the secondary. And then how about another running back getting a chance to run the football?
Yeah, Zach Guyton got it. Then Rouse came up. Rouse made some plays, but they had trouble finishing drives on defense. And, well, again, 28 had a lot to do with that. And that entire Georgetown offense had a lot to do with that.
And there's no question. You can see him muscling his way down. It ended up with an 11-play drive. It culminated with a touchdown, 57 yards, took 3:37 off the clock, and that's the difference in the ballgame.
Yeah, that's your Covert Auto Group winning drive as Georgetown wins it. It was a fun one. 35-33 is your final score from Birkelbach Field. Again, next Thursday we'll be at Gupton Stadium. Rouse will take on Colleen Chaparral. Friday night, join our Westlake crew at Berger Stadium for Westlake and Bowie on KXAN Plus. That'll do it from here in Georgetown. From all of us at KXAN Sports, for Keith Moreland, I'm Roger Wallace. Good night from Georgetown.
Most people don't realize it, but your oral health plays a big role in your overall health and well-being. It's all connected.
And it's not just about avoiding cavities. What's happening in your mouth can affect the rest of your body, including your heart.
That's because gum disease can allow bacteria to creep into your bloodstream, which could lead to problems like heart and cardiovascular disease.
Fortunately, brushing, flossing, and regular dental visits can greatly lower those risks.
Think of your dentist as more than someone who cleans your teeth. They're looking out for your overall health.
And something as simple as brushing twice a day, it can make a big difference for your heart.
So don't skip it. Taking care of your teeth means taking care of yourself.
Because a healthy mouth isn't just about your smile, it's about your health and well-being.
These sponsors are valued community partners of KXAN Simple Health. Get healthy today.
Shift into a more affordable auto loan by refinancing with A-Plus FCU, Austin's best credit union. With our A-Plus Beat Your Rate offer, save 1% APR or more off your current auto loan rate and get on the road to living your A-Plus life. With lower monthly payments, less interest, and a faster loan payoff. Apply today at aplusfcu.org/beatyourrate.
If you're thinking about a compact tractor and you want the best, you can afford a Kubota.
Check out the new Kubota L2502 package deal. A front loader, a rear mower, a box blade, and a trailer, all for one low price.
UL Kubota is your Kubota dealer.